This is absolutely a great break for him. His foot is in the door. That doesn't mean he's got to come right in and put the wrestling tights on. See, there's a story right there already. There's Cody Rhodes in there, and there's some other people there. So why not, bring him in, let him be the general manager? Because, see, he can always go to bigger and better things.
Hey, Nick Aldis, Teddy, you and I have been promoting, saying we want Nick Aldis to be in WWE. We want to see him in there. He finally made his debut as the new SmackDown General Manager. And while I'm excited to see him in front of the camera, because I thought maybe we would never see him again, I still have a little bit of disappointment in me because I want to see him perform as a wrestler. What are your thoughts?
Well, you see, now you're acting like a fan.
Well, okay. I am a fan.
Okay, you got to look at this side of it. Nick, first of all, let me say congratulations to him.
Yes.
I had a chance to work with him on several indie shows, and what a nice guy, great attitude. I mean, real professional. Like, remember, I always told you I love Nick Aldis, and so what I look at this is absolutely a great break for him. His foot is in the door. That doesn't mean he's got to come right in and put the wrestling tights on. See, there's a story right there already. There's Cody Rhodes in there, and there's some other people there. So why not, bring him in, let him be the general manager? Because, see, he can always go to bigger and better things. Some guys will just be general manager. That's it. Okay? Yeah. Like, I'll use Paul Heyman, for example. If he's not general manager or not managing somebody, then he doesn't wrestle, so that's it. But now Nick Aldis is there, which he could come out of that role, whatever, and go right back to put those tights on. But let's build that story. Let's get Nick on TV there and let him do some stuff on SmackDown, man. Get some people, put them in their places. And I just wish them all the best, man. Congratulations, Nick.
And the thing is, with Adam Pearce was also a great wrestler.
Yes.
Excellent wrestler. Spent most of his life in the indies, but he never really got into action. But with Nick Aldis, am I the only one who thought that it was reminiscent of William Regal being a general manager?
Well, because of the accent, and immediately I did. I thought that almost immediately. But I also took him as a legitimate person who can control the guys of his brand. You know what I mean? I feel like he could control. He has control. He's not some guy who's just a yes man, is going to get pushed around by every wrestler. I took him as a legitimate general manager. And I think it's interesting because I think we might see some competition with him and Adam on Monday nights that could make it really kind of a competition between the two brands for once.
Well, I don't really think, the accent had anything to do with it. I think they want to be fresh now. They want to be brand new. So Regal has already been in that position, not at SmackDown, but I think he was a general manager at NXT or something, I believe, down there. Yeah. So that role he's already been there. So right now, to be fresh, give the people something they new that they ain't seen before. And being Nick Aldis taking in that job, they never seen that before. That's brand new. And that's the way I think they want to.
A lot of fans didn't know who he is. They don't know the history of him. But I think week by week, it's going to get
they'll put some stuff together, man, and they'll build him, so he'll be real good in that position.
Yeah, when we start seeing history of his background, we know that time's getting closer, that we're going to see him enter that ring in a different role as a professional wrestler. And for the life of me, I just can't imagine that Triple H, of all people, would just kind of forget that those first two matches between Cody and Nick happened. And I think if anybody's going to have that third rubber match that everybody's been wanting, it's going to happen with Triple H as the control.
Yeah, but a lot of WWE fans didn't follow back then.
But they can learn, just like we said, through video, they can learn. And I believe, I just, in my gut, I feel that will be a tremendous match between those two. Those, again, and I think the fans could be educated enough through video and vignettes to let people know what that history is. But I still believe a wrestling fan knows the history.
Here's the thing, okay? Like I said, I think you're going too fast with it, okay? You got to deal with it. Here's the thing. I don't know where they'll go this way, but here's the perfect thing. Here's the guy that's in charge. Okay, so here's his rival Cody or whoever it is. Maybe he has to make a decision on them. Then they go back to him and talk about, hey, Nick, I remember when. Okay, you remember when we rode together?
Yeah.
You know, when we, you know, just go back to that. Now they expected him to do a favor because of the old time stuff, or we rode together and we broke bread together. But Nick doesn't do that. This is a different time and era. Then you get your story in there when he tries to screw somebody. Then maybe they attack him in his office, or maybe he's getting ready to get in his car. He gets ambushed. You know, I mean, you got to get him there.
I think, and I'm not 100% sure that AEW would own that footage, or the national NWA, but because that took place at AEW in their first show.
But that was that AEW owned at that time? I think All In was actually independent, wasn't it?
Yeah, but who owns? Well, there were a lot of different groups, so
I think that was independently owned by Cody and the Young Bucks in. I remember hearing this, but I don't think that would be an issue, Bill. I remember hearing this somewhere, what you're talking about.